position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to Huntington Bank Stadium, home to the Minnesota Golden Gophers. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Maryland Terrapins, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Pollack. The Terrapins will boot it away to start the game. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So the Minnesota Golden Gophers offense will go on the attack first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. The Golden Gophers line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. So Maryland's offense will have its first possession of the game. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Terrapins now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Going to swing it on second down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Soft spot in the middle. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
And it's on 3rd downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The Terrapins with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run it from the gun. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Out of the gun, the inside give. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's got it on the run. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the first without scoring. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Maryland!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Guys, let's talk just for a minute about Minnesota. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Pulls and throws off the RPO. Oh, he got loose. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. And the Golden Gophers are in the hurry-up.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Works the middle of the field. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. The Golden Gophers come to the line with a new set of downs. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they did tack on the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Kennesaw State has the lead right now, but this crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by a field goal over UNLV. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got his man in the middle. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. On the run, it's Paul. Jukes his way from... Oh, he's still got more! Breaks into the open. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Makes the grab. They stop him almost almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Second down, they'll go to the air. Here's the pressure. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
I think a big part of the formula to this team's success is their ability to get after the quarterback. In game one, they had 6 sacks and obviously won that football game. They know coming into this one today, they have got to be able to get after the quarterback, and they're off to a great start.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Grab near the marker. It's Massey. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. And the Terrapins will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll go to the air. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Terrapins! Fit it in the window for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. From the gun. Give on the inside. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Get it out on the screen. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. We're through 1, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. They boot it away. Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. First play of the drive, wants to throw. He's got his man. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Terrapins are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Lets it fly on the move. Makes the catch down the right side. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
This guy already has a touchdown. He almost had his 2nd right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him. B, getting it to him.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Maryland!
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays.
There he goes! And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. And the Golden Gophers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
The Golden Gophers getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Gets it out quickly. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Punts it out of the air. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. 6th play of the drive coming up. Handoff from the gun. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Quick strike complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. From the gun, wants to pass. Using the quick game. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Offense in the hurry-up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. He'll keep it himself. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Motion from the wide receiver. Trying play action. Makes the grab down the middle. And they'll get him down, but boy, did he put some dudes in the spin cycle. My goodness. Looking to throw on first down. He makes a grab. He thought he might turn that into a score, but the defense able to wrestle him down short. They'll stop him at the 3. Makes the grab on the left. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Minnesota! And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead. They still have plenty of work to do.
And they do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Western Michigan is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up 14 over UMass. Any big developments here in the MAC, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. And the Terrapins will hustle to the line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Quick release on the RPO. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there. They'll have work to do to get the first down. They'll send the back in motion. Flips it out to the back. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Got him downfield. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. The Terrapins have this offense rolling. Wide receiver comes in motion.
False start of offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a first down play. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's stopping behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. And the Terrapins with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Sweet cut there. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Back to pass. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Paul. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. A 3rd down try for the offense. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He hurls one deep down the left side. Snags it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
The Terrapins trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Here comes the option. Now the pitch. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. Got it back on 2nd and goal. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Trying to surge it in. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And it's no good. He missed it. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Back open in the middle. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. And the Golden Gophers decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Looking downfield on first down. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And really good job getting to the quarterback. That's priority number 1, trying to get pressure on him. Get him to the ground is a bonus. They had 6 sacks in their last game. They got to keep building on that number if they want to keep stacking wins.
And the Terrapins trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Finds the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The D thinking brings some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Under fire. Finds his tight end. Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on 3rd down. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, tough to beat the pageantry and tradition there in Minneapolis. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and in the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Huntington Bank Stadium.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Going to the run to start this second half. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. They're working that left side. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Luck. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Makes one man miss. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Terrapins are marching down the field. Makes the grab. It's Luck. He's run out of bounds, and they'll say he stepped out at the 27. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Takes the handoff. It's Paul. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Terrapins will snap it on 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Now on the option. And he never had a chance to get the pitch off on the option as he's tackled in the backfield. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Wants to go up top. Sets up the screen. Plows through the defense. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Doesn't have a straight-on shot here. He'll kick it from the left hash and 39 yards out. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Back to pass on 2nd down. It's complete to the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Motion from the back. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Pressure coming. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
The Golden Gophers will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Fires to the wideout. And he tried to put the touch on it, but it's incomplete. The Terrapins will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll go back to work on offense. Tight end finds a soft spot. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And the Golden Gophers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Pulls and fires complete. And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. He's in open space downfield. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. Throws for the tight end. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The give on the inside. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. They've got the screen set up. Inside the 30. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. The Golden Gophers will snap it on 1st and 10. Unloads quickly. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. From the gun, the give, looking for room. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. Trying to pound their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
The this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to pass. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. And the Terrapins will send out the punt unit. And the returner goes down. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Motion from the wideout. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Off play action. Fires to the big fella. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Hauls it in. And they'll move the chains with the first down, but that might be it for the 3rd quarter. They go back to work in the final period of this one. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's down to 22. And the Golden Gophers are flying down the field. Pulls it and fires to the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. So now it's 2nd and long. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3. The Golden Gophers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a 4th quarter lead. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Tune in to the Ocho. 8th play of the drive coming up. Running back searching for a hole. Touchdown, Minnesota! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
Lining up for the PAT. extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. Pitt is delivering an offensive masterpiece so far. They've got to be loving this in the Steel City. They're up 14 over Virginia. Any big changes in this ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's Paul. Changing on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. To the air on first down. Hit as he throws. Caught near the sticks. It's Paul. He's loose on the right. Touchdown, Terrapins! They move on top here in the fourth.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the fourth quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
If he can make this one, the lead will be 3. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. He'll pull it on the read. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Wants to go up top on first down. He makes the grab. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Gets it out fast.
And on the slant route, I love the location of the throw by the quarterback. He's not making it difficult on his receiver. He's putting the football out in front, hitting his receiver right in the face mask and making it easy for him.
They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And guys, we are deadlocked here in the final period. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the fourth quarter. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Second down, he'll throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Luck. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
You know, you're seeing in college football now with spread offense and tempo and air raid, we're seeing more and more 400-yard days, but I can't remember the last time I've seen one look as impressive as this guy has played today, David. He has been on fire.
And it's so annoying.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
How about this defense? This defense is getting after the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable. The third sack of the day. Hard to have a good passing attack when your quarterback's trying to throw from his back.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. Throws to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Terrapins will punt it away on fourth down. He'll try to really get into this one. And that one will find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Backed up now, here's second and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Quick completion to the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. And the Golden Gophers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Got enough for the first down and wants more. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Golden Gophers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Might as well give it to him again. Hard running there. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The clock has stopped for the timeout, and we have reached the final 2 minutes in this one. The give to the tailback. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, running back on the move. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
Love the play call, love the execution. Late in the game with less than 2 minutes to go, they now take a touchdown lead and put so much pressure on the opposition in a 2-minute situation.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here he comes with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. He's got it down the left side. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to pass. Got his man.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field, but you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your second and third read some, but we got to stay aggressive.
Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it. He's got it for a touchdown. And here in the final minute, they're a single point behind.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game. Now, all you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
They just need the extra point to deadlock this game. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got his man quickly. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. We've got a timeout on the field, and we are set up for a terrific finish. They'll move the wide receiver. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. They go to the draw. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining. Throws to the tight end. And the defense getting a hand in there on third down. And the Golden Gophers will bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking for room. It's Paul. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Leaves it with the running back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. 4 quarters, not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football and finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Paul. We're like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
Rides the back and leaves it on the option.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Quickly complete. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great stop.
Never a doubt. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
Rides the back on the option to give. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's got it. He's in. A game-winning touchdown in overtime.
And this This receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target, and that's already his second touchdown of the game.
I know how to sum up this game succinctly. That was fun, and what a victory to remember.
Fun for them, fun for us, just the back and forth, games that are so nip and tuck, and you know every play matters so much. These are the games that we love to call.
Yeah, every play matters, David, and that's why coaching staffs practice overtime scenarios and situations throughout the week. It's important to drill these types of scenarios. You never know what games are going to go to OT, and when they do, you love to be able to go out and execute with the game on the line.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.